What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Monero. I love Monero. I love privacy coins for the point of they keep your stuff private. There is a big risk for privacy coins for me, though. And while I do think Monero is going to do, have some gains, they are minimal. I want to talk about the higher risk with regards to privacy coins that we continuously need to remember, because there's a lot of people that hold privacy coins do always understand the risks involved. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed everyone I was buying up all of these coins because I expected them to have big profits, and you can see what the profits were from $100 into each one when I released my videos, and then selling less than 18 months on. And if you'd have done that, a $2,600 investment in total, selling in under a year and a half would have netted you over 123 grand in profit. That's a house. It's nice. Well, it's decent. Now, I sold these coins since the market's crashed. I buy up new coins regularly. The cryptos that I'm in on, I share on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a crypto that I go, yeah, I want to add to my position, or I want to get a new position, or I want to buy it, I tell my members all about it. What the coin is, why I think it's going to have gains, what kind of percentage, what kind of profits I think they can have. Is it a 10x, a 20, 50, a 100, 500? And what percentage of my money I'm putting in there. And the members can literally copy along. There's no work whatsoever for the members. If that sounds good to you, making those profits without doing any work, go see what the profits the members made in the last bull cycle. You can see everything on the website. It's all public record. You can read through the entire site. The link is in the description. And then you can go onto the old videos on this channel and confirm everything you read to make sure that you know it's all true. And then from there, you can make a decision if copymycrypto.com is a service you want to try. And if you do, wicked, I'll see you there. If not, no worries. So let's talk Monero. So Monero is a fork of Litecoin. I always forget that. So Monero was launched in 2014. Its goal was simple, to allow transactions to take place privately and with anonymity. Even though it's commonly thought that Bitcoin can actually conceal a person's identity, it's easy to trace payments back to the original source because blockchains are transparent. On the other hand, Monero is designed to obscure senders and recipients alike through the use of advanced cryptography. The team behind Monero say privacy and security are the biggest priorities, with ease of use and efficiency coming second. Overall, Monero aims to allow payments to be made quickly and inexpensively without fear of censorship. Now, the founders who were initially involved are all anonymous. However, there are rumors that Satoshi Nakamoto, in fact, was the inventor, was involved. Monero's origins can be traced back to Bitcoin, which was a privacy-focused and decentralized crypto that launched in 2012. 2 years later, a member of the Bitcoin Talk forum, only known as Thankful for Today, forked Bitcoin's code base, and Monero was born. They had suggested controversial changes to Bitcoin that others in the community disagreed with. Now, Monero is private because it obscures user data on the blockchain. That's the beauty of it. So it is truly private. Monero is a mined coin, by the way, if you're unfamiliar. And Monero is actually a coin that I tried when I was working in education. I tried to convince one of the senior leadership team to mine Monero across the entire building, because we had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of computers, and I actually got the code base up, I got the code in place for mining it using just CPUs, because we didn't really have GPUs or anything like that. And because of the sheer amount of computers that we had, it was like, actually, we'll farm a hell of a lot. The school could make millions across a couple-year period because of the sheer volume of computers that we had. And, this was a long while ago now, I guess. But it worked out. And we worked out the electricity costs. Basically, the costs were that the school was going to lose, about 40, 50 quid a day effectively, because of having to leave all the computers on and everything. However, did the running costs, like worked out what you would make across a year based on all the computers. I think the profit would have been like it worked out about $30 million. It's like, dude, should have done it. School would have been secure forever. But no one listens. Yeah. Now, Monero is actually on a long-term uptrend, but it's very flat. You know, the first bull cycle, it ran up to like $470-480. Second bull cycle that it's been in, it ran up at a peak to $517. So it's very tight. Steady upward trajectory. So you make the argument probably is going to beat that. Now I'm saying $450 in this video, but let's be honest, probably looking at 520, maybe 530, maybe 550 at a peak in the next bull cycle. But the risks are huge for this. And it's got to be remembered, the risks are massive for privacy coins, because look, the EU have a bill that basically bans privacy coins, stating that, you know, these are obscuring, these could be used for money laundering, these could be used for financing terrorism, whatever BS that they're trying to spout. So as a result, Binance has reportedly halted the trading of Monero in Belgium. In a screenshot circulated on X, the exchange cited adherence to local laws as the primary reason. But this is the thing, this is how it starts. Sooner or later, that's going to spread and spread and spread. And why is it going to spread, guys? Let's just think logically. We know why. Governments want to see what you're doing. They want to take their piece of the pie, even though they've done nothing to earn it. I was literally having this conversation with someone recently. It's like, how in the hell can anyone think that it's okay that we have to pay money to drive on specific roads? Like that, just in and of itself, think about that. That's mental. Governments take money wherever they can get it. And we know that they spy because we saw the Snowden revelations, we saw the WikiLeaks revelations, and that's the issue with privacy coins for me, is look, they'll always be able to be traded because fundamentally there's DEXs. But centralized exchanges are where the volume comes from. And centralized exchanges are going to have to bow to pressure sooner or later, because otherwise governments in those jurisdictions can start filing lawsuits and suing those exchanges and forcing them to close if they do not adhere to the laws of that place. And my concern with privacy coins is you'll have the US that will soon go, no, privacy coins are not allowed, we need to see what you're doing. Or, you know, they'll mask it in some fear. You know, it could be used for crimes, it could be used for terrorism. It will always be masked. They're not going to be honest and just go, we want to watch what you're doing. But then, when that happens in America, every single exchange in America will have to remove privacy coins from those centralized exchanges, and then volume can only go through the DEXs. And even then, there's going to be, you know, that requires people being asked enough to install VPNs to use the DEXs, because the DEXs will have suppression or will be banned in countries. You know, we saw it with Tornado Cash getting banned in America, and then it was like, oh, to use Tornado Cash, you'd have to use a VPN. These are all the things that I worry about with a privacy coin, is fundamentally this pressure's coming. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it would. I will say this. You know, I remember when Monero came out, and honestly, you know, in 2015, 2016, particularly 2017 as well, I remember going, this is going to get banned. Government's going to have to see what you're doing. And the fact that it was 6 years on and nothing's happened just shows how slow governments work. It's a good thing that these coins are still up and running, but it's a huge, huge high risk here. Because it's not even an if. Do any of us think it's an if? Of course, governments are going to push for privacy coins to be banned. They need to see everything. So it's almost a waiting game for the inevitable to happen. And those people that are in positions in those coins are going to then really struggle to sell them. Those people that are fastest to sell will cause an enormous amount of selling pressure on those DEXs. They won't be tradable on the centralized exchanges, so the volume is going to tank. the selling pressure is going to rise, and these will dwindle over time. That's my overarching fear. As for if it's going to happen in the next couple of years, who the hell knows, because governments are weird, they're slow. So if it doesn't happen, I think Monero probably runs up to 550 maybe. I'm saying 450. I don't know why I'm saying 4. You know what? I'm saying 450, 550. That's kind of the price point. That's the range. But if the legislation starts plowing through in every other country, dude, these coins are going to drop, and they're going to drop hard. They're going to drop fast. You know, the best possible thing that anyone can do when those legislations start coming through in America and everywhere else is just shorting the hell out of these coins in terms of profit. It's not going to do anything good for the coin, but for you as an individual, you profit hugely. But it's high risk for me. It's high risk, and the reward isn't good enough for that high risk. Monero is pretty much Bible everywhere. Now, obviously, it depends on your jurisdiction. But yeah, I limit how high I think this can go. Guys, if you haven't checked out BitGet yet, by the way, check it out. I've got a partner link in the description that will give you discounts on trading fees. BitGet has the biggest copy trading community in all of crypto. Over 500,000 people use the copy trading features and just follow really successful day traders. As an example, here's one of the 4 of the users with the highest return on investment from day trading. 8,900% returns. So if you use the the partner link in the description, you'll get discounts on trading fees, which means you'll make more money as well when you're doing the trades if you use the copy trading features. And they also have a full-blown trading competition right now. Prize pool is up to $2.65 million. If you're a decent trader, this is something to take a look at, guys, because you could make bank doing this. And again, the copy trading features the partner link in the description will give you the discounts that will make you more money while you're trying to compete for that prize pool. Yeah, overall, look, I like Monero. I think it's quality. I think, you've got a solid amount of holders. You've got a real community behind this. And you do with stuff like Pirate Chain as well. But I just think the risk to privacy coins is just so staggeringly high. Governments are going to crush the privacy coin market. And the moment centralized exchanges start cowering to the pressure, which they have to operate in those countries, the price action is going to be damaged immensely. So it's something to be aware of if you're a long-term holder. Yeah, it might take another 5 years for governments to get off their arse. They're slow, but it's a risk. It's a high risk, and the reward's pretty minimal. You're looking at 3-4x max. My 2 cents. Obviously, everyone has their own opinion, but yeah, that just concerns me. Which is why I sort of stay away from privacy coins. And guys, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, make it easier on yourself, make profits without doing any work, that is what copymycrypto.com is. It's where I do all the work. I dive into the markets every day and I find winners. And when I do, I tell my members about the coins. I tell them what the coin is, what kind of profits I think it can have, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. If you want to see the successes that we've had, if you want to see what the members have earned, that's all on the website. There's a link in the description. You can see what the members have earned, and you can verify it all because it's all on the history of this channel. So you can go through the old videos and you can see. You can also see everything I've said in the past, and then what ended up happening. You can verify it all, and you can make a decision if it's something you want to try. Like I say, it's where I do all the work. I do the thousands and thousands and thousands of hours worth of work and find the coins that winners and tell the members about it so they don't have to. So like I said, guys, go check that out and maybe I'll see you soon. Anyway, take it easy. Bye-bye.